Well, I guess we're on the road to BitChute. I don't know if it's a beautiful road. It's probably a fast one, though. So there's that. It's pretty shitty out there. You know, if you're going to come for the king, you better come correct. And that applies to the aristocracy as well. And if you're going to go so far as to have a raid on the Bastille as it is, then, you know, better make sure you bring that guillotine with you. Because otherwise, the backlash will be swift and severe. So now, everybody's getting booted from everything. And it's not looking good. Our boy Donnie, they're gonna make sure he's broke and penniless. Maybe it won't be the case, but I can't imagine that his businesses are going to do very well from here on out. Even if he'll be allowed to even operate businesses, everybody who supplies him might pull out. That'll be in the months to come. But it's not looking good, and I don't like the future. It's scary at the moment. It doesn't look good at all. I don't think this is a very black-pilled video, I can tell you. It's just shit's going wrong. So we're just gonna get on this highway to the hinterlands. Just try and get by, I guess. Terrible time. Be big bad stuff. Let's set this old cruise control up. I always like these on-ramps. They're fun. Get up to cruising speed here. This is 315 north. We're not going to do all of it. Well, mainly because it really doesn't last all that long, but should be a good drive. Still in the 2005 Toyota Sienna, as you can probably tell. I gotta say, I am very tired of getting nails in my tires. But like 2 weeks afterwards, I bought this thing. There's a nail on the inner sidewall, so I had to like buy one new tire because I didn't feel like buying two. And then I just moved the good one in the front, the new one to the back. Put the back tires up front, which are pretty dope tires. I mean, they are Michelin Defenders, which is kind of nice. I don't think they're going to have as good a snow traction as the all-season Michelins that were up front, but couldn't be repaired. Son of a bitch was in the sidewall. So that's the end of that. Whoever's dropping nails all over the place around Columbus, if I ever find you, it's going to be a bad day. It cost me money. Cost me like $90 worth of money so far. And a bunch of time. I don't appreciate it. Not at all. So, I went ahead and created a BitChute channel today. Even though it's not a terribly spicy channel we have here. I don't think it's going to be long for this world. Might just go ahead and move over there exclusively as time goes on, because YouTube's just not going to have fun anymore. They're just not into it. They want makeup videos and ambiguously degenerate people seem to have the sway there. So, probably just going to say goodbye slowly. I'm going to pull out real slow, make it last. But, yeah. Who knows how long BitChute even has? I mean, they came after Parler. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they've already come after BitChute a few times. I'm sure DLive will be making some changes. None of which are good. Who knows? Just have to wait and see what happens. I don't know why Bake didn't take a dump in that office. That would have been much funnier. He just hung around. What are we at? 65. We'll bump her up to 65. 67. 68. 69, motherfucker. Gotta say, an enjoyable cruise up here. I like having cruise control again. I've got some codes to figure out on my other car, and I'll be able to fix that. Might have to replace a sensor. I don't know. I guess I'll probably upload this one to BitChute. So hello, first BitChute video. Thanks for not watching. I'll have 2 channels. I'll have 2 platforms where no one can watch me. That'll be wonderful. Might double my viewership. Or split it. One or the other. Probably split. You know how things go. Oh, my windshield's a bit dirty. Gonna need to clean her. Can't say 315 is a beautiful road, but I don't think the road any of us are going down is going to be very beautiful. It is a nice drive. It's a nice little northbound thing. I think next week I might head south again. I don't know if we went through. Have we done High Street? We did part of High Street. Down to like German Village-ish. We're like south-ish end, but we've not done the whole thing. I have some more time, I'll probably do that, but I didn't get off work till later. Probably not going to have a long video today. Just, world's got me down a bit. I'm going to have to admit it. I'm usually a fairly positive person. But I don't like the way things are going. It doesn't look good. Oh, should I get off here? Go on to 270 West. Maybe we'll just go on to 270 West. You can see the other half. Let's see how long this cruise is for. We'll be going the counterclockwise way around the city. Except, you know, not the whole thing. Which I think I might have somehow lost the last 15 minutes of that last video. I'm not sure. But I do know I like having cruise control again. That's nice. Yeah. I should do Olentangy River Road at some point. That's a pretty good one, too. Ooh, boy. I like overpasses. Is that 270 West already? Oh, we got some real overpass action here. Slow her down before we get on here. Oh yeah, because it ends up out there. You know, actually the north part after like 315 turns into a, not so much of a freeway, but more of a, just a regular road, or a state highway, I guess. Pretty dope, honestly. We'll explore that some other time. Probably in the summer. Oh, I forget how his van's got some pickup to her. It's so weird, man. Like the difference between this old Toyota and my old Ford is like night and day. Like you would think 200,000 miles, it'd be sluggish. Nope, not sluggish. And my car isn't sluggish, but even when it was new, or I mean newer, before a bunch of stuff had gone wrong with it that I'd fixed and kind of not fixed, and all this other nonsense that I'm not going to get into. It's got a different feel to it. Everything's much crisper. And it's got more miles, less power, and the transmission is so strong that you can feel it. Even like, I mean, I've driven a lot of Fords, and they just, you don't feel that, like, you don't feel as, like it's pulling as hard. Like it's almost like a standard, like almost like it's direct. I don't know if it's the fluid or maybe the fluid needs change, but I mean, even my other car, you go to like start going quick and it just feels like it's not as responsive. It's probably, I'm sure it's faster. Like I know it's faster. If I raced my two cars, my Crown Vic would definitely win. Especially if it was, a little bit more up to snuff and I got some of the little kinks worked out of it. But even without that, probably still. Problem is I can't floor the Crown Vic at the moment because the transmission doesn't like to shift it when I'm trying to give it the business. Which is the sensor problem that I'm having. Start getting into all that nonsense. But I'm actually glad I was able to figure out that part of it is the speed sensors on the front and back of the transmission. I think they need calibrated or replaced, one or the other. Once I get those two down, should be in good shape. Because it's got oomph to it. It acts confused. Because that's really the highway car. I mean, this would be good for, it'd be good. This vehicle would be well suited for long distance traveling. Because it's a big van, it's a minivan. So it's got space and it's comfortable and it rides real nice. And my other car is very good for traveling as well. But it's a little bit more fun to travel in it. It's kind of like, this one's kind of like having a cloud. And it just takes you places and you just kind of sit back and everything's smooth and quiet. Oh, the ticking from last week, that was the jack that I had. Like my actual floor jack. So that's gone, which is nice. It's not ticking back there anymore. But my other car, it's like getting in a freight train. And it just kind of goes. Doesn't want it. I mean, it turns and stuff. And all that's fine, but that's just kind of how it feels when you're driving it, especially on the highway. It feels like you just have this linear power band, and you set it, and it stays that speed no matter if you're going uphill. I mean, when you go downhill, it speeds up a little bit. It just kind of has that. It's very much like a train. That's the best way to describe it. Just smoothly goes and doesn't want to stop. Just likes to go. You don't feel like you want to change lanes in it or anything. Like this is kind of just, I don't know. They're very similar but different in the way they feel on a highway. What is the point of it all? Well, I guess that's the end. We'll see you at BitChute and YouTube. I'm sure I'll upload this to BitChute probably tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see. So, yeah, there it is. All right.